Welcome back. You're watching NewsX. I am Gauri Dwivedi. In his address to the nation, Prime Minister Modi said the 27th of March must be marked as a proud day in the history of India. With its latest space mission, India has now entered the exclusive space club, coming at par with America, Russia and China. In an entirely indigenous effort, India launched Mission Shakti, an anti-satellite mission that targeted a low-orbit live satellite. Mission Shakti was a difficult operation which was successful within 3 minutes of the launch. Added the Prime Minister, Mission Shakti is an important step towards securing India's safety, economic growth and technological advancement.
आज 27 मार्च कुछ ही समय पूर्व भारत ने एक अभूतपूर्व सिद्धि हासिल की है। भारत ने आज अपना नाम अंतरिक्ष महाशक्ति स्पेस पावर के रूप में दर्ज करा दिया है। अब तक दुनिया के 3 देश अमेरिका, रूस और चीन को यह उपलब्धि हासिल थी। अब भारत चौथा देश है जिसने आज यह सिद्धि प्राप्त की है। सिर्फ 3 मिनट में सफलतापूर्वक यह ऑपरेशन पूरा किया गया है। मिशन शक्ति यह अत्यंत कठिन ऑपरेशन था, जिसमें बहुत ही उच्च कोटि की तकनीकी क्षमता की आवश्यकता थी। वैज्ञानिकों द्वारा सभी निर्धारित लक्ष्य और उद्देश्य प्राप्त कर लिए गए हैं।
Has broken out over Prime Minister Modi's address on Mission Shakti, with opposition attacking the Prime Minister of hogging limelight. While the opposition mostly congratulated the DRDO, they collectively attacked the Prime Minister for addressing the nation after the mission. Rahul Gandhi, taking a drive at the PM, wished him happy Theatre Day, and in fact many other top leaders of the Congress questioned PM addressed the nation and not the DRDO chief. Meanwhile, Sitaram Yechuri of the left complained to the EC about the PM's address, claiming that it was a violation of the code of conduct. CPIM's rival in West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, has already threatened going to the EC over the address. All right, let's get in Brijesh Pandey for the very latest on this. We'll also be getting Lokeshwar Rao joining us from Hyderabad for more on this. Brijesh, let me come to you first. There was a lot of build-up in the morning as far as what would be the key announcement. And ever since the announcement, there has been this war of words that's been going on between the opposition and the BJP.
Oh, absolutely. The Prime Minister tweeted that he's going to make an important announcement between 11:45 to 12. And, the nation awaited with bated breath about what exactly is that announcement going to be. This announcement being so close to the first poll, almost only a fortnight away. Everybody was, the build-up was there, and, tension was in the air. But when the Prime Minister announced that India has now become a space superpower and has joined the ranks of, rank of 3 other superpowers who are able to target a satellite back in the space. This led to a war of words between the BJP as well as the opposition party. The entire opposition party, all their top leaders congratulated the scientists of the DRDO for this feat, but they went on to take jibe at Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the hype and hoopla he was trying to build around it. Congress President Rahul Gandhi in fact went on to first congratulate all the DRDO scientists and ISRO scientists, then went on to say that it's congratulations Mr. Modi, it's a World Theatre Day. So it's very clear that that the opposition understanding very well that how if they play in the hand of the BJP could give them an issue just 15 days before the first phase of polling goes, and this is the reason why there have been a massive war of words between the BJP and the Congress.
In fact, Lokeshwar, let me also bring you in that Brijesh is right when he's pointing out that it's 2 weeks to go for the first phase of polling, and all eyes on how this is going to play out electorally. Hello? Yeah, go ahead, I can hear you.
Yeah, it's a dream come true situation like this in the southern part of India. It seems, except Congress party, all the leaders have congratulated this great achievement, and they say that it was possible with the great commitment and political will of this Indian government. Shooting a satellite in the orbit in 3 minutes is a great achievement, and we have become one of the 4 nations in the elite club after America, China, Russia and India. These are even Israel and some other advanced countries could not achieve this kind of goal. Even Telangana Chief Minister KCR, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu also congratulated Narendra Modi and this DRDO scientists, and Chandrababu Naidu is dead against Narendra Modi, but in this achievement he congratulated the scientists. But Congress leaders here, we have talked to them, they say that it was the achievement of UPA government because they built up the institution so that Modi could achieve it. This completely this credit goes to Manmohan Singh. What they say that, but no, it was stopped. This ASAT project was stopped in 2012 itself, even though DRDO scientists asked for permission. But Modi government and Ajit Doval and all these people, they wanted to make India as a superpower in the space also. So that's the reason it was made possible, and the people are so happy knowing this achievement that India has become a superpower in the space also.
Stay with us, both Brijesh and Lokeshwar, because I want to quickly play out some important sound bites.
It is total political announcement. Who have the credibility, who have done this work, the scientists, they should have announced this. Why not DRDO? Why not ISRO? These people should have done it. It is their credit. It is nothing. It is Modi. No credit for Modi. No credit. It is the timing. Only one satellite you destroyed. That was not necessary. That everybody knows. It is lying since long. It depends on scientists when they will do it. It is their prerogative. They understand better than us. So this timing is Modi's planning.
You have the Agni missile system now. You've done your Chandrayaan probe. You've done in outer space. You've gone into that whole area, and all this has been happening over the years of the achievements of our scientific establishment. Now suddenly during the elections for the Prime Minister to come and start taking credit is just politicizing the achievements of our scientific community, for which we are all proud of.
We laud and commend the scientists and engineers of DRDO for their achievement. Have you ever seen in last 5 years Prime Minister addressing the nation on a successful launch of a missile or a satellite by DRDO? The answer is no. Then why, after the code of conduct is in operation, is Prime Minister doing so? And he is consequently hiding behind the achievements of DRDO to show himself on television and use public space for that.
हमारे वैज्ञानिकों की इच्छा रही थी और उनका कहना था कि उनके पास ये क्षमता है, और भारत सरकार हमें अनुमति नहीं देती है। और क्योंकि भारत सरकार हमें अनुमति नहीं देती है, तो हम इस ताकत को बनाने और डेवलप करने में समर्थ नहीं है। ये क्षमता इस देश के वैज्ञानिकों में थी, और इसका सबसे बड़ा सबूत ये है, और जो मेरे कुछ कांग्रेस के मित्र खुद की पीठ थपथपा रहे हैं वो याद रखें कि जब अग्नि 5 लॉन्च हुआ था तो उसके लॉन्च की जब घोषणा हुई अप्रैल 2012 में, डॉक्टर वीके सारस्वत ने यह कहा, वी नाउ हैव द कैपेसिटी टू डेवलप and the desire to develop an anti-satellite missile but the government has not permitted us to do so.
All right. Contrary to Congress's claims that they started the mission to build an anti-missile satellite, former DRDO Chief V.S. Saraswat says that the then UPA government had not given the go-ahead for developing the satellite.
हमने ये जो स्टडी की थी उस समय हमारे जो बॉसेस थे, मिनिस्टर्स थे, नेशनल सिक्योरिटी एडवाइजर थे, सबको प्रेजेंटेशन दिए थे कि हम ये कर सकते हैं, हमें इसमें आगे बढ़ने के लिए अनुमति दी जाए। पर कारण हमें नहीं मालूम, हमने जहां जहां भी इस बारे में बातचीत की हमें इसका कोई पॉजिटिव रिस्पांस नहीं मिला, इसलिए ये कार्य उस समय आगे नहीं बढ़ाया जा सका।
Okay, Brijesh, let me come to you on this. Ever since the announcement, there has been this, war to really take credit. The Congress says the seeds of what has really happened and the foundation was laid under our tenure. The BJP has hit back saying that it was the political will of the NDA government that is the big game changer. Obviously, this is only going to go on till the time elections are on.
Well, absolutely. And I think, this war word is only going to intensify because, as you said, that the Congress is saying that the entire paraphernalia, the entire infrastructure and the initial go-ahead was there during the Congress regime. And today, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley said that, if you go by what ISRO's top scientist, Mr. Saraswat, said, that he had sought permission, but the government of the day backed out of that. So he said that the resolve, the firmness which was exhibited by Prime Minister Narendra Modi was the differentiator between the NDA and the UPA. He said that since the NDA government displayed decisive leadership, it was because of that they were able to attain this achievement. So it's very clear that, both sides are claiming credit. The government of India is saying that it is because of their resolve this has happened. The Congress is claiming that all this was done during their time. And it is going to only intensify because, remember, we are only 14 days away from first phase of polling. And it is further going to intensify post that.
Absolutely. Lokeshwar, let me come to you there, that while the southern parties have congratulated the Prime Minister, there have been opposition voices who are saying that at the end of the day, have in fact even gone to the EC and at the end of the day saying that instead of the PM, it should have just been the scientists making this announcement.
Yes, there is a necessity and need for the southern political leaders to congratulate this achievement. Otherwise, they will lose the election battle also. Because, this is more useful for the South India in the Indian ocean orbit, in the sky orbit. There are thousands of enemy satellites are there. They are observing our nation, and this is useful. If we find any satellite is suspicious, we can give warning to destroy it. And this Mission Shakti, it's much more useful for the navigation in the Indian Ocean also. It's a great boon for the Indian Navy and the commercial ships also. It's a great thing for that reason. All the chief ministers or the political leaders have congratulated the scientists. They cannot, speak like Mamata Banerjee and denounce Modi or for some Congress leader denouncing the government like this. The situation is like that. This is more useful for the South India. What the politicians of the record feel that.
Right, absolutely. And Brijesh, let me ask you this, that many in the Congress have been saying and the opposition have been saying that this is something that that the DRDO should have announced. Why the PM? Only because it's 2 weeks to go for the first phase.
The Congress party is saying that if the government has to do it, it should be the DRDO which would have told the world about how the Indian space mission has taken another leap and India has joined an exclusive club of 3 countries before this. They are saying that the fact is that this is one aspect on which they are going to appeal to the Election Commission of India for violation of Model Code of Conduct. They said because it is completely unnecessary and for the Prime Minister to come and make this announcement. But the BJP is saying that, this question was posed to Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, and he said that, since the space program is a continual process, it's not like it started during this Model Code of Conduct, it's a continual process, and since this is the reason why it doesn't get covered under Model Code of Conduct. But I think, the Congress and other opposition parties will go to Election Commission of India and will treat this announcement by Prime Minister Narendra Modi as a violation of the Model Code of Conduct.
Sitaram Yechuri is going. Mamata Banerjee has threatened she will go. Lokeshwar, what about Chandrababu Naidu, Stalin and some of the other southern netas? Are they also going to knock on the doors of EC?
No, they did not say like this. They said, all the persons, even the opposition leaders like YSRCP leader Jagan Mohan Reddy and here KCR and Chandrababu Naidu and all other leaders, just they have congratulated it. They don't have any plans to go to EC or anything because the BJP is not, in a strong here. If they go to EC or they keep on complaining against it, BJP may get more votes in this southern region. That's why they are very silent. They are praising the achievement of DRDO scientists, and they say that it's a great milestone in the space.
All right, appreciate Brijesh and Lokeshwar for joining us for the very latest on the big story that we are tracking. In fact, as we speak, let's quickly get in Harsh Vasani, who's a research scholar, joining us on a Skype connection. Mr. Harsh, let me ask you the first question. How strategically important is the success of Mission Shakti, India's first anti-satellite mission test, and what kind of deterrence will it serve to the Indian defence system?
So this is an idea whose time had come when we did our Mars mission. At that time, there were voices that it's time that we demonstrate our anti-satellite weapons capability, and this certainly gives our nuclear order, our nuclear capability a leg up, and also a missile defense system a leg up. It gives us parity with China. You see, China has already demonstrated its anti-satellite capability, so now we are on equal footing with China, and it gives us superiority with Pakistan for the time being at least. And the entire nuclear order in South Asia has now gone awry. I wouldn't be surprised if Pakistan also conducts a similar test sooner or later. So when it comes to an all-out war, China has to be careful with us, because India can respond in same. Our space assets are now much more safer, and no country will be, thinking to attack our space assets because we can respond in kind.
India has now entered the Super League of Space Power with the success of this mission. How significant this achievement has been? That given till now there have only been 3 countries, India being the 4th to enter the club.
Yes, it's certainly a giant leap in science and technology when in India's national security. All kudos, all the credit goes to DRDO and the scientific community. And as Honorable Prime Minister said, that the entire technology was indigenous. So it certainly, shows that India is not a reluctant power, and it is very much on the way to become a superpower and a space power. So I wouldn't be surprised if there will be greater opprobrium from these existing space powers. All the credit goes to India's scientific community, the DRDO especially. We have tweaked our anti-ballistic missile capability to become an asserted capability, something which I was always sure that it's going to happen sooner or later.
All right. The Prime Minister did say that this was a tough target to achieve. It was complex. It was conducted at very high speed with remarkable precision. What does it entail for an operation of this size and scale and magnitude?
Magnitude of this operation was extremely high, because you see, in today's modern warfare, space is going to play the decisive role when it comes to communication, navigation, early warning systems of incoming missile, reconnaissance, communicating with your troops. All this is conducted, even launching missiles or, God forbid, nuclear weapons. All this is done with the help of the satellite. So this is a very important mission, and the magnitude is certainly very high. There were already questions that does India have the space situational awareness? Does India have the required radars, sensors, the ground-based awareness of where the satellites are? So now the questions have been answered, and it's very difficult to attack satellites in the space. They move in certain trajectories, and we have to tweak our existing ballistic missile capabilities to make sure that we hit the satellite at the right time in a certain precision, and all this was done within 3 minutes. So it really answers the questions and the doubts that were in the mind of international community.
Okay. And, after 2007, when China, of course, tested the ASAT, global community did protest, saying it's nothing but militarization of the space that is taking place. How real is that danger? And is that the set of reactions that we're going to see this time around as well? Or have a lot of things changed in the last 12 years?
See, when China did its test in 2007, it did a similar test. They destroyed one of their own aging satellites in 2007 to show that it has the anti-satellite capability. So it led to around 800 pieces of debris, which is quite dangerous in the outer space. And resultantly, one of the Russian satellites was destroyed due to this debris. And now details are awaited of what kind of debris our test has, resulted in. From what I gather, it was done at a low altitude, so I expect that the debris created will move back into Earth's atmosphere and burn. I hope that's the case. But we should be expecting a great opprobrium, great criticism from all the space powers, from China, especially China and United States and Pakistan too. So a lot of criticism will be on our way. But having said that, we have not broken any treaty. We have not broken any law. The existing treaties. The Outer Space Treaty bans the placing of weapons of mass destruction in the outer space, not any other weapons, just the weapons of mass destruction. Now, having conducted this test, this gives India a stronger voice in any future treaty negotiations. There have been attempts to come out with a treaty which bans testing of space weapons. So, having done this test, now we have a greater voice in any future negotiations. By this, we also have made sure that we are avoiding any space in the non-proliferation treaty, which is discriminatory in nature. We talk of nuclear apartheid. We have avoided a space apartheid, having conducted this test at the right time before it was too late. A lot of criticism from China and the United States, certainly from Pakistan, but we have to just take it and move on.
Harsh Vasani, appreciate you joining us with that perspective on that big story of the day. A quick check of